Character counts everywhere, all the time. Whether life's easy or an uphill climb, we will shine when we walk that line. Character counts everywhere, all the time.
There's a fictional story of two frogs named Will and Fern. Together they fell into a deep pit. At first they thought it'd be easy to jump out, but after a couple of failed attempts, they cried for help, and a crowd of animals gathered around the pit. Everyone agreed it was hopeless, so they urged Will and Fern to accept their fate. With each jump, the crowd yelled at them to give on up. Finally, Will stopped trying. But Fern refused to quit, and with one mighty try, she leaped out of the pit. The crowd was amazed. Someone asked her why she kept trying when everyone told her she had absolutely no chance to get out. Fern was baffled. "What are you saying?" she asked. "You see, I'm a bit deaf. I was sure you were all cheering me on just to keep on trying to get out." See, in addition to the 6 pillars, Character Counts also promotes the instilling of desired skills and attributes in the academic and social-emotional domains. One of our 6 success skills is that of diligence, encouraging students to work hard, be engaged, and finish what they start. Now, for many students, the mindset is either give up or not try very hard, or when things are difficult, to just kind of bag it, or even to accept mediocrity because they believe they're not very smart. But I think you'll agree with me that it's just okay is not okay.
Have you ever worked with Dr. Francis?
Oh yeah, he's okay.
Just okay?
Guess who just got reinstated? Well, not officially. Nervous?
Yeah.
Yeah, me too. Don't worry about it. We'll figure it out. I'll see you in there.
Just okay is not okay.
Can we relate this to an educational setting? You see, we want to have students who are engaged in learning. Student engagement refers to the degree of diligence, interest, optimism, and passion that students show when they're learning or being taught. We want students to try hard to learn what school offers and not give up. But instead, our empowered and dedicated teachers often face this when trying to engage students.
I almost failed grade 11 math. Whether it was my work habits or not, I honestly can't recall. I don't remember learning anything. I don't remember, working hard on math. It was probably me just not putting enough effort.
The thing with me is that I don't do good in school because it's more like if I have no interest in it, I don't really like to spend my time on it. So I do just enough to get passed, basically. That's kind of how I am as a student.
Half of the teachers that did not care, and they were boring, they were uninterested in what they were teaching, and they did not care if you took in the information and did your homework or whatever. Like, it was their job, they were doing it, and they weren't going to exceed it.
You tell me, what would you like to see in a class where students demonstrate the success skill of diligence? You see, when students work on something in class, they understand and feel interested and are engaged. I guess I call that affective diligence. Or in a class where students work as hard as they can, do their best work and be their best self. That's behavioral diligence. Or where students have trouble understanding a problem, they go over it again, correct, persist until they understand it. Cognitive diligence. Well, here are some classroom practices that create a learning environment that tells students diligence can change just okay into can do. 1, students have to sense that they are welcome, accepted, or supported in your class. If not, it's unlikely they'll engage in classroom activities. Students will work harder for those who care about them. 2, give feedback that focuses on process, the things that students can control, like their effort, persistence, good strategies, not on their personal traits or abilities. 3, help students understand the many ways to be diligent, such as seeking out challenges, setting goals, making plans, using creative strategies to solve a problem, and sticking with it when they are having difficulty. 4, use of activities with kids, experiential activities that are self-discovery as to how diligence plays in solving a particular problem. Or for those that use our Way to Go, there's a number of activities in the Way to Go book that are based upon a visual, a quote with higher level questions that gets kids to reflect upon diligence and how it applies to them in a school. 5, students can see stories or read stories from literature or history as examples of people who have put the character traits into practice. Meet Jen Brecker and her story that relates directly to diligence.
I was born without legs, left in the hospital, adopted by the most unlikely couple in the middle of nowhere. I've always been obsessed with gymnastics. It was maybe crazy to have that kind of a dream without legs, but in my head it didn't matter.
From Illinois, Jennifer Brecker.
I was raised with an empowered mindset, self-esteem, confidence. You can do anything you want. I played softball, basketball, volleyball, and power tumbling, all against able-bodied athletes. Fast forward a couple years, I started performing as an acrobat and an aerialist all over the world. It's just unbelievable, and I couldn't be more grateful. Is happiness a choice? Yes. I have to make decisions every day to be happy. It doesn't matter that I was born without legs, not given a name, left in the hospital. Those circumstances that look ugly on the outside are actually what was the beginning of my beauty.
You see, I look upon it this way. Let students know that when they are practicing hard things, their brains are forming new connections and making them smarter. Instead of feeling dumb when they struggle, they'll learn to feel those connections growing. See, diligence to me is like an investment, which means that what you put into something determines what you'll get out of it. A diligent student works hard because anything worth doing is worth doing right, and the way you do your work is a reflection of who you are. Any guarantees? Sorry. But I truly hope we can move our schools to accept the fact that instilling desired beliefs of character counts can change the attitudes and behaviors of students.